Okay, let's do this one last time for this year. Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna do my year in recap. Alright, welcome to this new video. Welcome to my quazillionth comeback to YouTube. Don't see this as a comeback. I never actually left the platform. I just went on a pause for some time again. And I'm gonna explain to you why in this video and why I took such long breaks in between my video making and why the last break actually was quite a good break for me, I think. I'm gonna explain it all in this video. I'm gonna explain why every break happened, and I'm gonna say how my year was, how it affected me, and if there are any plans for Sventastic in the future, or if there are just maybe once or twice a year a video. Well, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna see, and we're gonna check how your year has been. Because before we start with my year, please tell me in the comments about how your year was. What word would you use to describe your year in review? The thing with this year is, okay, now she's here. Oh! Okay, now she's gone. Yeah, let's start right off the bat. I have 2 cats. That's the first point. The word I got for this year and what I actually made up my mind up quite fast was, well, last week I remembered that I had to do, sorry, I was looking at my cats. Last week I decided to do, oh yeah, sure, the last time of the year is coming, and I have this tradition of doing a video on the end of the year, and I really wanted to hold on to that tradition. So in the next couple of weeks, you can also expect my end of the year list, the best of, the worst of, the most anticipated. I am even thinking about doing the 2021 Letterboxd year in review again, but for this year. So be on the lookout for a couple of videos. And of course, on the 3rd of January, we will have a new movie on Netflix called Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul, and let those Wallace and Gromit videos be my most viewed videos on my channel. So bury me alive in the ocean if I wasn't gonna do something with that in the next year. So please be on the lookout for that. That's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be old school Sventastic fan watches. That's gonna be awesome. So I said it, I wanted to give it to you as a surprise, but now I spoiled it because I'm excited to do it. And it has a lot of good reviews, so I'm actually quite excited for it. Maybe I'll even do the trapped contraptions in the meantime. Okay, but back to my year. Have I told you what my year word was already? I actually can't remember, so I'm gonna say it again. My year, the word I got for 2024 is Decisive Year. And maybe you can see it already why I chose Decisive Year. Maybe you can see it on my place where I am sitting, or you can see it with the cats I will hopefully show you in a matter of minutes. And maybe you have seen it on me. Because if you watched my last video, and even the last videos of the last years, you might see a significant change in me, and that has also been the biggest part of my year. But let's come back to that later. It's a decision I made in April or May, I think. No, I made it in May, I think. And that has been on the lookout for my entire year after that. But let's first start with the good things. So I still live where I live. I decided this year that my second job I did with the acting in the horror escape experience was going to be my main focus from now on. Well, I come there every week, so I do it. I love doing it, and I made sure that they knew I loved doing it, and they knew I loved doing it, and that's one of the things I did. I wanted to make more of that job, and well, spoiler alert, I got it. I have been struggling at work for more than a year now. I have been struggling with the movie theater for a long year now. And that has mostly to do with me wanting to try other things and me starting to feel a little burnt out at what I did in there because it's all the same and I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do something to excite me more. And that's the first big decision I'm gonna talk about is that I quit the movie theater. Not yet. I made the official decision last November, in the end of November. I worked there for 5.5 years. So I actually have to work 9 weeks until I officially can quit. But at the end of January, I will officially leave the movie theater for good, or at least a couple of months. I don't know. It's all very blurred out for now. But the thing is, I was completely bummed out on the movie theater. I love working in a movie theater. I love movies. I love the customers who love movies, not the customers who rarely visit the movie theater and just hate everyone that works there, because those are a lot of people. Please, dear customers, give movie theater employees some slack because it's been awful for years now. You really hate our guts for nothing. And that's one of the things that has bummed me. I'm sorry, my cats are close and I'm waiting to go. Oh, are you coming to me? Come to me. No! Okay, he ran away again. She ran away. I have 2 girls. So, yeah, where was I? Oh, you come back? Oh, you come back. Oh, there she is. Hi. So this is my first cat. This is Belle, and Belle is my cat. That is very weird to say now because you haven't heard the rest of my story yet. But this is my little sweet girl, Belle, that really likes head scratches like this. So what I was talking about is the movie theater. I really started to dislike going there. It's not that I hate the work, it's just that, well, we have been saying it for years now, movie theaters are dying, and it's not oh jeez, you just took a shit, I smell it now. Okay, so what I was saying is movie theaters have been dying for quite a long time now, and most of that has to do with streaming services, prices going up, the inflation, of course, and stuff like that. Less movies coming out thanks to COVID, and afterwards thanks to the writer's strike that happened and the actor's strike. So there wasn't a lot going on. And when I started working there, on the weekends, we had like 1,000 to 2,000 customers, and it was really awesome. And after COVID, it all went down. And because of my second job, I don't work weekends anymore. I just work there on Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and a full day on Thursday, but those are not the days that are busy. So due to that, I sometimes only saw, wow, you're looking at yourself, aren't you? She's seeing me in the camera, that's fucking awesome. All right, so I can't talk because of you. Oh, that's so cute. All right, so because of that, I starting to see less and less customers, and because of that, I got bored pretty quickly. I had a lot to do because I am a projectionist at work, and I of course stand behind the desk and I give people their popcorn and their chips and their nachos and their drinks, but that's not my entire job. I also make the entire movie slates that you see, the entire playlist, so to say. I choose which trailers you're gonna see. I don't choose which part of the advertisements you see because, well, spoiler alert, I don't choose that shit, and the length of these things is not made up by me. These are just the lines we get, and that's what I do, but it's all pretty automatic now. And I like doing it, I love doing it. I did maintenance on these things and I did pretty well, if I so to say. But the thing is, it's always the same. And whenever the rest of the job that isn't the same is pretty boring because there are no customers to do something for and there are no other things happening in there, and it's all pretty automatic and pretty basic, and I don't agree with everything that is being decided for movie theaters. Well, I get bummed out, but I really, really loved doing it. And then I got my second job for more than a year now, and I started working as an actor, and it's not an escape room, it's a horror experience, a real life video game, so to say. So a VR game without the glasses, that's what you do. If you pay us a visit, you will be the main character in your own little horror movie, horror video game, which is pretty damn awesome. Is my second cat? Yo, she's drinking. Like, now I'm a freelancer, I am a professional actor, so to say, and they hire me to come act for them, and now I will become a part of the firm, a part of Entered, which is freaking awesome. Oh, here's the other one. Hey, come closer. Okay, it's gonna be a cat video from now on. Hello, this is Jolie, and she is the other girl. She is also my cat, but not my cat. I will get to that. And it's called Demise of the Gricers. I will try to put a link down below. If you want to play a good horror experience, it's definitely worth checking out. Do be aware that we are almost completely booked for the next couple of months because there might be a chance that that experience has to close down. Look at the socials, it's all explained in there. Not my socials, the Entered socials, and it will explain everything to you. But the main thing I was getting at is I will start working there from February, and that's freaking awesome because, well, who doesn't like a job where you can do definitely different things, vastly different things, and also can act, which is like your main thing, and it's what you love doing. So that's the first part. My cats both left me. I decided that I did not like living on my own anymore. I really started feeling alone. I really, really didn't feel like the place I am in right now, my home, actually was a home. I was away so many times. I was always at work or always watching movies in a different place or always going to my friends, and I just didn't feel like this place belonged to me. I didn't feel like this place was a home for me. And that's been something I have been struggling with for like ever since I started living on my own. It never really felt like a home. So when a friend of mine decided that she wanted to move out, I immediately jumped on the bandwagon like, why don't you come live with me? So now I have a housemate since July? Yeah, July. Since July I have a housemate. I am not living on my own anymore. We are not in a relationship, it's just friends living together for the people asking. And the cat issue, it's not an issue. So the cat thing is we got 2 cats, and one of them is written on my name. It's the one that stayed with me the entire time. It's Belle, and she also has a cat called Julie, and they are sisters, and they are cute together, and they fight each other. So it's really 2 cats, which is awesome. So we now have 2 cats, and I have a housemate. So in 1 year, actually in 4 months, I got from 1 heart beating in this house to 4, which is awesome. So I don't feel alone anymore, and this house now feels like a house. So what did that mean for YouTube and for everything else? Because that is the main thing that changed everything. Apart from the fact that I worked so much on my 2, sometimes even 3 jobs, because I still did some other acting things or other movie-related things, like I worked on a film set as a assistant producer for some time, and I made the entire video backlog and video promotion online thing for a political party when the politics were happening in the municipalities. So that was something I did. So I was really busy, and I just did not have time for YouTube, and I really did not have time to record. And whenever I was at home, I was or really tired or stuff like that happened. So that happened, blah, 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 blah. And one of the main things that I stopped YouTube for a while is because I just couldn't find a good planning to do it without my housemates being bothered by it. And that's not something to say that I would be bother her and that she would be bothered by me doing this, because she is very open to everything. So if I wanted to record, she would just go upstairs or do her thing. But it's gonna sound weird, but I really can't handle social interactions if they're awkward. And making YouTube videos is insanely, incredibly awkward. So I tried it once with her in the room and I couldn't do it. So I had to find a planning where she was at work. But the thing is, I work from 12 to 12. She works from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. to around the midday, and I start working at midday and I work until midnight. So that wasn't working, because afterwards I was trying to be silent because she would be sleeping and I couldn't record, or I didn't dare to. And in the breakfast part of the day, I just forgot what it's called. In the morning, in the morning I would be busy with sleeping. So stuff like that happens. So why are you recording now? Well, she's asleep, because I noticed she sleeps insanely deep. I can record. If she sleeps that deep, she hasn't been bothered from me for like 20 minutes now. So that's very awesome. And this is now my cat, Belly. Hi. All right, that being said, yeah, life has a lot of interesting ways, and that's like the second biggest thing that happened in my life from the 3 I have. Oh, you're so cute. Is it very obvious that I don't script these kind of videos? Because to me it is. Okay, so another big decision for me making a decisive year is that I will go on my dream holiday next year in 2025. I am going to book it right after I posted this video, and I will go to America, to the United States of America for 3 weeks, which is my dream trip. I have always wanted to go to America. I'm gonna do the West Coast, so I'm gonna do Los Angeles, Las Vegas, San Francisco, the Grand Canyon, Yosemite Park, or Yosemite, I think, Death Valley and the Hoover Dam, stuff like that. It's gonna be awesome. This year, starting tomorrow, is gonna be the year that I am going to America for 3 weeks, and the only bad thing about it is that I now have 2 cats, which I'm gonna miss so freaking hard in the meantime. But it's like the best year for me to go. It's like, I think, one of the only years I actually can go on a 3 to 4 week vacation. So I just booked it. I just went for it, and I am going to America for 3 weeks. That was some fun thing I wanted to say in between. Biggest decision I made in my entire life, but mostly this year, but mostly for my entire life is, and if you haven't seen it already, I am a lot thinner, which is solely for the reason that I underwent a gastric bypass surgery. I was thinking about it for a long time. I have thought about it for years, ever since I started gaining weight really fast. I think if you look at my videos from 2017 to 2021, you can really see me just getting a little bit fatter every video. And most of that has to do with me being an insecure ass, and me just eating out of stress and stuff like that. And after I first tore my ligaments, I couldn't walk for some time. And before that, I could eat a lot and I would not get fat because I sported and I walked a lot. But after that, I laid down for a couple of months and I didn't stop the eating part. And then it went wrong. And then I got adult money and I was alone in my house for quite some time because my parents worked in a shop and I did not started to cook yet. And I couldn't do it, so going to get fast food was a very safe option for me, and I always had food, and that's one of the biggest problems I had. So I started to gain a lot of weight really fast, and ever since that happened, I always really just wanted to lose it, and I tried everything. I tried sporting coaches, I tried just sporting, I tried walking, bicycling, swimming, I tried dieting, of course, I tried everything, but nothing really worked. It worked for a while and I lost like 10 kilograms and then it just stopped, and I kept on trying, but and most of that, I am going to be completely honest, it has to do with me. If there are any fit coaches watching and who are thinking, this is definitely your own fault, yes, I know it is. But I just couldn't hold on to anything. The craving for chips and other stuff like that really kept on going for me, and it really didn't work all that well. Anything, none of it did. And for the last since 2017, since I started gaining weight, I haven't got one moment where I was proud of the way I looked. I had moments where I did my hair and I shaved my beard and stuff like that, and it was a moment where I thought like, it's not that bad, but it definitely was. And that was something that has been bothering me for a long time, and I really wanted to start changing. And that's one of the biggest decisions for me to undergo the bypass surgery, is just to make sure that I can be proud of myself again. And if none of it works, so if there's nothing in life that you can do to actually stay proud and to stay on this path, so nothing worked for me. But if you tried everything like I did and you tried it for months, it's not like 10 kilograms off, yay, now I'm gonna stop. No, it wasn't like that. I really tried a lot. And I think the word depression is really hard and really heavy, like I was. No, it's really heavy, so I don't tend to use that. So I use words like dips. I have had a lot of dips because I wasn't proud of anything. And I was feeling down and I was feeling alone because I have been single for 8 years too, or 6 years, 7 years, I don't remember. Right now I feel okay. Right now I feel actually quite proud, so give me that. So I had a lot of dips, and dips definitely don't work when you have a lot of stress and stuff like that. And I just couldn't resist the urge to go eat and do stuff like that, so it was really hard for me to stay on a path. So then this year I noticed that I had an umbilical hernia, which means that the belly button area on the inside there is something not good and something is torn and stuff. Yeah, it's not good, but it's not life-breaking yet, so that's okay. And I had that, and I went to the hospital for it, and then they said, yeah, we can solve that easily. We can do just a stomach surgery and we can fix that for you. And then I was like, so if I am at a hospital and I will get surgery done on my stomach, isn't that the perfect time for me to do a thing on everyone else as well? And I talked about it with my friends who are awesome, and whenever I have a problem I always go to my friends for advice, and I went to my parents, which I don't do that often, but for me this was so incredibly important, and I talked to them about it and they were very supportive for it. And then one day later I went back to the hospital and I asked them, can I do a gastric bypass surgery and what will it mean for the umbilical hernia I have? And they said, well, yeah, sure, we can do it easily. You will get it done. You're fat enough, which was interesting. I was happy I could do it, but I was also like, fuck, I don't even need a screening for it. I can just have it. That was maybe the most painful part about it. I asked them about the surgery, about the gastric bypass, and they just said, yeah, let's do it. And normally there's a big screening for it, like if you are fit enough for it, and maybe you have to reduce a little bit to start it and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, you can just have it. Okay, what's your BMI? Or the body mass index? And I was like, I know it's so he weighed me and it was like 50 and normally it should be 35. So 50 is morbidly obese. And that was scary. Really sat with me for some time, and I really, really cried lots and lots of that, because that was the moment that even though I had already accepted surgery and I had always already asked for it and I was already doing the work to get it done, that's the point that my mind was on the same level as my body, and my mind was on the same level as everyone else. It has gone too far. It's not just an issue, it's actually a severe problem I have. And I was morbidly obese, and that gave me a spirit to get this done. So of course, after I heard that, I just ate a ton of shit that was unhealthy, because it was the last time I was gonna deal with it. I was gonna abandon sugar, I was gonna abandon fats, I was gonna abandon a lot of things that I always said was the easy fast food, fast going, fast forward food that I could go to. It was my comfort food, and I was gonna leave it all behind. So I stuck myself full with it for the last couple of months, because I knew I was gonna say goodbye to it. And the last day before I started my diet, you can ask my colleagues if entered, well, I did a fucking lot. I ate so much. Everything that has been leading up to the surgery and everything afterwards, because of course the eating it was a problem before because I ate too much, and now I don't eat even a tenth of what I did. And I also can't handle a lot of things anymore, which is the most stressful part about it. But I'm just so proud of everything I did and everything I became, and I'm now at more than halfway. I'm more than halfway there. And whenever I'm gonna make 2025 a thin year, maybe, I know, I'm gonna be on ways. And that's so incredibly cool, and that makes me so proud of what I did. It makes me so happy of everything that I achieved this year, that I just can't give it anything else than that was a decisive year. I really made some decisions that are gonna change my life forever. Changed my job. I'm going to my dream vacation. I have a housemate now. I never want to live alone anymore. And I will become thin. I will become the person who I always loved, the person that started this YouTube channel, the thin guy that did it. He's coming back. You can see a big part of him already. There's still some things that need to go. I still have this belly, and all of my clothes are now way too big. You have to see, wait, I can do it like this. This is me now, and you can see the belly and you can see the titties I have, but you can also see that this is just loose, and this sweater in particular, I couldn't wear it anymore. It was just too small for me, and now it's pretty damn loose. The most important part about it, I can look at myself in the mirror from the side and I will not be disappointed. And that's why I gave this year a decisive year, because I made some decisions to benefit my life and they worked. All of them worked. I am so proud of everything, of everyone. I'm so thankful for everything, for everyone. I'm so happy for my cats that I get to take care of cats now, that I have become a father, just so to say. And everything else, and it's just so incredibly important to me that everything that I did also actually pay off in the end. And I know there will be stuff that's gonna tear me apart or break me, but I also know that I don't care about anything anymore. Because for the first time in 7 years, I'm proud of myself. I know who I am. I am proud of what I have become. I am proud of what I've done. I'm proud of how I look. I'm proud of everything about me. I am proud of myself, which is a feeling I haven't had for quite some time. I really struggled with who I was for so long. And for the first time, that's not the case. For the first time, I'm actually so fucking happy. And not for the first time, I thought this was gonna be a short video, and I've been here for 40 minutes now, so I'm gonna top it off. So if you watched the entire 40 minutes to 50 minutes of this, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to everyone who has been with me for so long, who asked me on my Discord channel to make videos again, or when I was coming back, or when I was gonna do stuff again. You know who I'm talking about. And if you're watching this, a special thank you to you, because I may not have recorded a lot of videos, I may not have done so much over the last couple of years, and you're still here. The reason I always come back is mostly because of you, usually because of you. If you weren't there, I wouldn't have been. So, take one last look at my little bear, my little cat, my little lion. And together we will say, thank you for watching. Thank you for, if you have stayed with me for this entire time, please say 2 kitties in the comments, like 2 kitties. 2 written with the Rome way of saying it, like the gladiator 2, like the 2 eyes. Thank you guys for watching this very long pep talk post video of me doing and saying stuff. This was me for 2024. I will try to do more in 2025. Don't pin me on it, but I will try. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, thank you for commenting. So if that wasn't clear, my battery is low, so I really have to go now. So if you like this, thank you for watching, bye, and see you next year. Bye, and ka-ciao. Always chaotic, always chaotic.